Timothy is one of the many tugboats that works in Glendale Seaport. He works real hard and is good friends with all the engines. Cleo is a yacht that is often rented out for parties, but when she wasn't working, she was zooming around the waterways. Now, Cleo doesn't mean any harm, don't get me wrong, but sometimes she could be a little dangerous. She can often be caught weaving between ships that are waiting to be brought into the harbor. This worried Timothy a great deal. One day, Timothy was talking to Kryssy and Danillie while waiting to take out a ship. I just got a feeling she's going to get run over by an oil tanker or container ship one day, Timothy said, worried. She's kind of like Axel, said Kryssy. Who's Axel? Asked Timothy. Well, sighed Danillie, Axel was a diesel engine that came to help out while the new line was being constructed. But he purposely knocked this driver out of his cab and became a runaway. Thankfully, I stopped him. As a punishment, Mr. Egan turned him into a slug, so he couldn't do that again. Are you suggesting that they turned Cleo into a barge? Timothy asked. Kryssy and Danillie laughed. No, we're not suggesting that, chuckled Kryssy. But if she's not careful, she's liable to get into trouble. Soon Albert, one of the other tugs, arrived to help Timothy, and the two were away with the ship. Meanwhile, Cleo was cruising around Lighthouse Cove when something caught her eye. She said to herself. What caught her eye was a ship that had been washed up on the rocks. I wonder how that got there, she thought to herself. She then noticed Albert and Timothy taking out the ship and decided to go ask them. Albert, Timothy, she called. The two tugs stopped short. Cleo, you can't do that, snapped Timothy. I'm sorry, she replied. I just want to ask about that tanker over there. That ship crashed a couple of days ago in thick fog, Albert said. We're just waiting for the call to bring the floating crane over to move it. I want to get a closer look, Cleo told the tugs. No, said Timothy. You cannot go near it. It's dangerous. It looks pretty harmless to me, Cleo replied. How is it dangerous? You don't know what's over there, Albert answered. Cleo thought the two tugs were just being uptight and decided to go investigate the ship for herself once they were gone. Cleo cruised around the damaged ship. Oh my goodness, this is so cool, she said. She'd never been that up close to a shipwreck before. Then it happened. She maneuvered around to look at the starboard side when, with a loud scrape, she couldn't move. Oh no, she said quietly. Cleo had got stuck on the rocks up on the shore. Oh no, she cried, I can't move. She blew her horn loudly, hoping to get somebody's attention. Danillie was puffing along with a passenger train and heard it. Cleo, she called. Are you all right? No, replied Cleo. I'm stuck. Please go get help. Don't worry, said Danillie. I'm on it. And she steamed away toward Glendale. The sun was setting by the time Danillie arrived back with Kryssy and Timothy. Don't worry, Cleo. I'll have you out soon, Timothy called. Oh, please hurry, said Cleo. I don't like this. Timothy soon had his rope tied to Cleo and began to pull. He pulled, and he pulled, and he pulled until finally Cleo was free. Danillie and Kryssy cheered. And Cleo was grateful. Timothy towed Cleo back to the harbor so she can get inspected at dry dock. "Thank you for getting me out, Timothy," said Cleo. "Oh, it was no problem," replied Timothy. "That's what tugboats are for." "I really should have listened to you and Albert's warnings. We were only telling you for your own safety," Timothy replied. "And after this, I'm just gonna be careful around ships in general." Timothy smiled. "That's all I ever wanted. I've always been concerned for your safety." Cleo smiled. She knew she had a good friend in Timothy. And the two boats floated home.